Hey guys, welcome back to the JTO channel, and this is obviously your official first match preview of the season. Hey, this is where the season starts, people. Chelsea versus Villarreal, where we have an opportunity to win another European trophy. Obviously, we've got bad luck with this trophy. We've played in it 4 times, we've lost 3 times. Obviously, the first ever one we did, 1998, Gus Poyet with the winner as we beat Real Madrid. Was it 2-0 or 2-1? It was one of the two, but we won the game at the end. And then obviously our second Super Cup game came against Atletico Madrid, where we got embarrassed, humbled. At the time, he was one of the best strikers in the world. Obviously, he flopped at Chelsea, but at the time, he was one of the best strikers in the world in Radamel Falcao. Scored a hat trick, and it was just, he terrorized us, man. He absolutely, oh, we got embarrassed, man. Honestly, man. Let me not even remind myself of that night. And then obviously the next year, we made it again to another Super Cup final. We obviously had Bayern Munich, and boy, we probably should have won that game because Hazard nearly scored the winner, in which he actually, well, at the time, we thought he did. And then the last seconds of the game, Javi Martinez equalizes to take the game to penalties, and within that process, Ramirez even got sent off in that game on top. And then to make it even worse, our new striker, Lukaku, who's going to be attending the game tomorrow, so he's not going to be part of the squad, but he will attend the game tomorrow. Romelu Lukaku missed a penalty and lost a penalty shootout, and yeah. And then obviously, we're here 2 years ago, Frank Lampard's first ever game, competitive game, UEFA Super Cup against Liverpool. Drew 2-2, a penalty from Jorginho and Olivier Giroud goal, and that is a game we should have won. I don't know how we didn't win that game, and obviously Tammy Abraham who missed the penalty. So look, we don't have great luck in this tournament. Obviously, I'm gonna take you through in this video. I'm gonna talk about Villarreal for a bit. I wanna just tell you guys a bit about them, how, in my opinion of them, how I think they're a bit underrated, and how I think Unai Emery does get disrespected. I'm also gonna talk about the lineup I think that we should play. In my personal opinion, obviously, look, most of the squad players, I think 8 of them, look, they came back from the Euros, and it's very unlikely they're gonna finish the game if they start. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And at the end, I'm gonna give you a score prediction. So, if you did enjoy this video, people, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and yeah, let's do this straight away. So, let me talk about Villarreal for a bit. So, Villarreal, this is a team that obviously, look, they're a Spanish team, and when you play against a Spanish team, you should already know it's in their it's in their DNA, it's in their blood in a way to play good football, entertain their fans, and that is how it is in Spanish La Liga. But Emery's he's a tactical manager, and I don't think people have ever understood the way he's always wanted to play. People have always seen him as a defensive coach and all of this stuff, and I feel like him and his team are very underrated. I thought him at PSG was very underrated. I thought he didn't get treated at Arsenal correctly. I didn't think he was giving us support, considering, look, for example, his language barrier ain't great. Do you understand? His English isn't the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But at PSG, I saw a stat that he has the best win to ratio, I think, which is at 76%. That's better than the likes of Tuchel and all these man. Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even have the likes of what? Neymar and Mbappe in his first season. So you gotta give it to him in terms of that. But I feel like, he tried to bring his philosophy at Arsenal. It didn't really work out because obviously, like I said, the language barrier, the language difference, it just didn't work out. And at Villarreal, he's the type of guy that, he wants to play good football. He wants to control the game and create chances, a lot from even set pieces because they're strong from that as well. So we've got to look out for that tomorrow. And then after they score, especially maybe in the bigger games, they sit back. They let you come at them to defend because that is what they love doing. They love to defend, and they defend really well. In that Europa League final against Manchester United, it just showed you, because I'm going to be honest, Man United, based off just quality alone, should have won that final. But the difference in that game was clearly the manager. And within 120 minutes, Villarreal should have won that game. And it should have been by clear. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Unai Emery got his tactics spot on. He got his substitutions spot on. He managed to find a way to lock down Bruno Fernandes, all these quality players. So he will have the ability to potentially, keep the likes of Havertz and and all these man quiet that I think might start tomorrow. Do you get what I'm trying to say, people? So I just feel like he's a very underrated manager. Doesn't get a lot of appreciation, you know. I wouldn't say he's in the region of a Tuchel, Pep, Klopp mold, or I'd say he's like maybe tier three after that. You'd say the tier twos. Who are we thinking? You're probably thinking of maybe the Nagelsmanns, the Pochettinos potentially. You know, those type of managers. Do you understand? And I think he's a tier below where he's there with. Oh yeah, and obviously tiers above him like Diego Simeone, Zidane, all these man. But I feel like that's when he's a tier below, maybe with the. Ooh, who would I put him with? Maybe a Ronald Koeman. I don't know if that's disrespecting Emery or not. I don't think Koeman's a bad manager at all. You know, sort of that mode. Do you understand? So look, he's not one of the top managers in the world, but I think he's a very underrated manager, and that's what I wanted to say on Unai Emery. Obviously, now we're getting to Chelsea. Now, my predicted lineup. Now, obviously, just to warn you guys, I'm gonna have reasonings for certain players that, especially played at the Euros, and why you know, there's probably a good chance that they will not play the whole game because obviously Tuchel in his press conference did say that there's a good chance that if any of these guys start, they will not finish the game due to just lack of fitness, lack of like match fitness. Do you know what I'm saying? And the fact that they've had a holiday for 3 weeks and etc. etc. So in goal, Edouard Mendy. Simple as that. I mean, he played 90 minutes against Tottenham, so it's clear that he's ready for the new season. And yeah, beast of a goalkeeper. We go into the back three now. In my opinion, I think it should be Antonio Rudiger as the left-sided centre back. I think Zuma should stay as the middle centre back, and I think the right-sided centre back should be Andreas Christensen. Those would be the three I would play, simply because I think Christensen can play 45 minutes. Come off, bring Aspie on, captain's armband, finish the game off, lift the trophy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I feel like they just both need 45 minutes, seeing as they haven't both played. So I feel like they need to share minutes. And considering the fact that Aspie is missing the first game due to obviously his red card against Aston Villa, shows that maybe Christensen might have to play a bit longer than the 45. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to gain that match fitness, because there's probably a very good chance that he could play that first game of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's in terms of, for me, that back three. And then Zuma and Rudiger, they've been part preseason, they've been getting their match fitness up. So for me, those two are clearly ready. Obviously, there's a bit of speculation around Zuma, and he could potentially leave. I heard something like West Ham are potentially gonna come back for him one last time, and apparently talks may have resumed again. So we'll see what happens with those developments there. Obviously, we're going to the wing backs. For me, Callum Hudson-Odoi plays right wing back. At the end of the day, when I look at Villarreal, I think their manager's good. And I think he's the reason why Villarreal sort of like, in my opinion, just, I think, underrated because of him. Do you know what I'm saying? I just think without him, I don't know if Villarreal are really that great of a team. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think they're decent, but I just don't think they're that great, honestly. Just as a team, in terms of the players on the pitch. Obviously, the manager makes the great players good because Unai Emery's a class manager, do you know what I'm saying? But the players, the likes of Capu, he's alright. They've got Capu, they've got, who else have they got? Who's that Arsenal reject that Hazard literally ended his career? Coquelin, do you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, like Alberto Moreno at left back, like, do you know what I'm saying? Ra Albiol, a 5-year-old, that he's okay, I guess. So they're okay, but they're not. There's just clear that I think we can go at them and we can afford to you know, sort of leave men forward, because I've noticed in that final against Man United, their massive problem was pace. And obviously they missed Chukwueze, and I think he's the only player that offers them pace. He might play tomorrow and could be key for them. But I generally think their counter-attacks are not great because they're slow players. So I just feel like we won't be in danger if we play Callum Hudson-Odoi as a right wing-back tomorrow, because I think we will control most of the play. So for me, he plays, and I hope Reece James comes on, obviously to get some minutes, get the last 30 minutes or something to see the game out and stuff like that. Obviously, at left wing back, I don't know with this one. I really don't mind if it's Chilwell or Alonso. For me, I'd probably start Chilwell. If you're planning on him not finishing the game, you probably should start Ben Chilwell. So for me, I'd start Ben Chilwell. I just don't see why not. And then give Alonso, the game to end with the last 30 minutes. Like I said, he needs to build up much fitness as well. Now, obviously, in the double pivot, I think there's only one you can pick, in my opinion, and that's going to be Kante and Kovacic. Obviously, Jorginho look, not many minutes he's had in pre-season. He's barely had a pre-season. Kovacic is looking good. He's looking fit. He's getting back to his March fitness. Obviously, he came back alongside Kante earlier. Then Jorginho, seen as Jorginho won the tournament. So, kind of makes sense if it was those two. Although I did see Kante during the training sort of pull up a bit. Didn't look like an injury, but he went inside and then he came back straight back out, and he looked fine to me. But I'd start those two. But if there's any concerns around Kante, then I'd put Jorginho in alongside Kovacic. And then obviously the front three. Seeing as Lukaku's not going to be part of the squad, I don't think I would have started him anyway. My personal front three would probably be Hakim Ziyech on the right of the 10, Kai Havertz on the left of the 10, and Timo Werner up front. The reason why I say this is I think those three offer... I think every time I've seen those three play together, the Atletico Madrid game, obviously the Spurs game in pre-season, obviously the Arsenal game in pre-season as well. Every time I've seen these three play together, to me it feels like they all understand each other, and they all understand each other's games. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you want Werner at his best, I feel like someone like Hakim needs to play alongside him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like maybe him and a Lukaku can help a Timo out with creativity, with Werner to play off someone, with Hakim to getting the balls in behind for him. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously Havertz will bring that creativity. He'll bring that goal threat. He'll bring the aerial ability, which is something Timo and Hakim doesn't. And then obviously you got Timo Werner who'll bring the work rate. He'll bring his runs in behind. He'll create space for other players like Havertz to run onto and potentially finish those chances. Potentially Hakim Ziyech as well. And I think that team is very good enough to beat Villarreal tomorrow. I don't expect this game to go to extra time. If it does, I'll be shocked. And I'll kind of be shocked if we lose this game. Look, like I said, I'm not going to underestimate Villarreal, yeah, because their manager is very good. But I just look at their team and I think, we probably should be beating them. If Man United had a better manager than Oli, Man United would have literally battered Villarreal, in my opinion. It's the same goes for Arsenal. If Arsenal had a better manager, they would have beaten Villarreal in the semi-final. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, look, at the end of the day, you lot, as long as if you're a tactical genius like Tuchel is, for me, you can outclass Unai Emery, and I think we will. I think he will. I think Tuchel's gonna treat this as a competitive and a friendly tomorrow in terms of certain players like your Chilwells, your Reece James, your Christensens, your Aspies, your Mason Mount. I feel like those guys either will start or come on. And I just feel like he's going to start some of them, seeing as in his press conference, he did particularly say he's going to, if they start, then they will not finish the game. And that sort of makes sense. So, yeah. Obviously, I'm going to give you the last bit of this video, and that is my score prediction, people. I'm going to predict a score of 2-0 Chelsea. I think we'll beat them 2-0. I think it's going to be a comfortable win. I think we'll score in the first half, then we'll score in the second half, in my opinion. I think we're going to come out the block straight away, bring that intensity, bring the energy, bring the pressing, control the ball. Hakim's going to be on fire. Callum is going to be whipping them balls in. Timo Werner is going to be making his brazy runs, creating space for Kai Havertz. The brilliance of N'Golo Kante, the dribbling of Mateo Kovacic, the ruthlessness and aggressiveness from Antonio Rudiger. Kurt Zuma with his aerial threat as well and his slide tackles. And yeah, I just think tomorrow we're going to be very, very comfortable throughout this whole game. Look, like I said, it would kind of surprise me if we did lose this game because for me, we're a superior team to Villarreal. But what makes me not underestimate this team is their manager, because their manager, like I said, underrated manager. So yeah, guys, tell me in the comments down below what you think. Tell me your score prediction. Tell me your lineup as well. Tell me your thoughts on Villarreal. Do you think they're underrated? Do you think they're overrated? What do you think of their manager? What do you think they will bring to us tomorrow? Do you think they'll surprise us and maybe try to take this game to penalties or to extra time? Or do you think they'll even win it in the normal time and have a feeling that we might lose people? So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and share this video, most importantly. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, people. I'll see you lot tomorrow for my match review. Peace. Hopefully we win another trophy.